Hello guys, my name is Ravneet and I'm quickly going to be updating on my Pan That Palette progress for 2021. So I'm joining Tiny Pan's collaboration with Fantastic Ladies on Facebook group. So this year I'm panning Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette. I will insert a picture of how it looked like last month. When I started off with this project, my palette already had a lot of progress on it. So this month I am surprised. I am literally surprised because I have humongous progress on my palette. So, are you guys ready? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I should stop making these weird noises. I'm sorry, but this is how it is. So, just take a closer look. Do you see that? Do you see that? I have one eyeshadow empty. So for this one, it was already very thin and shallow in the beginning of this project. So I was able to completely finish it in 23 uses. Yes, I do remember it correctly. Okay, so I will also be inserting the amount of uses I have used each shade this past month. So the first shade, I was just basically using it as a lid setting shade and also to blend out some harsh edges. I've also used some of this shade in my Franken bronzer. And the next shade from this side, what side is this? Left side is a gold shade. I was using it consistently in my inner corners and that's how I was able to make such a good progress on this one. And this shade is really, I mean, this is not my favorite, but because it does require a lot of work to get it actually show up on my eyelids, because it gets hard pan really easily. No matter if I use a brush, a finger, of course I'm gonna get hard pan with finger on some shades, but it is, so yeah, for that fact, like I really have to like scrape it off and then use a setting spray or sometimes a moisturizer, a sticky base or anything to get it to show up on my eyelids or stick to my eyelids, I'd say. And the next shade, it has a little bit of sparkles, but I can easily use it in my transition area. So I've been using it like that for the most part. And this shade it's just deep matte brown. It goes a little bit warmer on my skin tone. So what I did, I took some of this shade and I frankened it with like a dark blue eyeshadow, and I made a Franken eyebrow powder with this one and another blue, and that's what I have in my eyebrows today. And it works really well for me because blue helps out canceling warm tones in this one. And this shade, I have a little bit of this shade in my Franken bronzer, and also I've used it in my crease area a lot. And yeah, you cannot see the progress on this. Like it does have some progress, but it's not as big as I have in other shades. But yeah, I'm still making progress on this one slowly and steadily. Steadily, is that even a word? Slow and steady progress. Okay, moving on to this side. As I have mentioned already, I was able to finish it up. I was using it in my eyebrow, like not in my eyebrows, but as a brow bone highlight and in my inner corners. And the other one, it's a beautiful orange and I loved it. It went with so many different looks. Like I used it with cool tones and of course with warm tones. So I would use it on in my transition and crease area. This one, ooh, we got like some little tiny pants. So yeah, I mean, I was using it for the same purpose as the orange one, but it's nice. It has tiny glitter particles or sparkles, but they don't really show up on the eyes. So I was just using it as a regular transition shade. This, oh my god, I like this blue shade a lot. Like it doesn't show up on its own. It requires a little bit of help. either you need a sticky base or use a setting spray. I was just using a sticky base because I'm lazy. So I was using it all over my lid and it's beautiful. So yeah, that's pretty much it, how I have been using all of these eyeshadows. So for my goals, next month I would like to clear a corner. Like I want to reach the corner of this gold shade, like, you know, so that it becomes a triangle. Like I just want to use it diagonally like that. And for this shade I want to use half of it, like, you know, half of what's left of it. So yeah, it shouldn't be too hard, like probably till here. And for this I just want to expand the pan so that all the product is left on the edges. And for this I'm using it in my eyebrows, and sometimes I've used it to deepen out the looks. Yeah, so I think that's how I'm planning to use it for now. I'm not focusing it on too much. This one I think I will be using it in the same fashion as I'm using it, like right now, or not right now, but in the previous looks, in my transition or in my crease. I will try to use it on my lids and like top it off with some sort of shimmer. I will try that out. And then we have like these two shades. I will just use it the same way I use them, like in my transition or in the crease area. And this one on the lid. However, I will try to use it as a transition shade, because if it doesn't get, like, if I don't use any sticky base, it won't show up like as vibrant as it translates in the pan. So I think if I'm going for blue looks, or maybe I can, maybe, you know, a combination of warm lid shade and with cooler crease, I'll try that out. I'll see if it works that way. I mean, I'm not a fan of cool tones, but sometimes I do like them on my eyes. Yeah, and then we're left with this shade. So yeah, it's just like a regular beige. No, but it's a little bit deeper than that. So yeah, it works really well in blending out any harsh edges. I really like it, so I will keep using it the same way. Honestly, for this one, I'm like a little bit scared of running out of this, because it's not like really, it's not like the lightest of lightest that you can only use it in your brow bone or highlighting the inner corners, but it's also a great transition shade. But I think the Dawn in my Subculture palette, is it called Dawn? Yeah, I think it would work in the similar fashion. That tends, I think that is a little bit more warm tone than this. But yeah, I mean, as long as I'm getting use out of my palette, I'm happy. And hopefully I'll be able to finish this palette by the end of this year. Yeah, well, thank you so much guys for watching and sticking along till the end. If you like my Pan That Palette series, please consider subscribing. Oh my god, how can I expect subscribers when I can't even say subscribe? Anyway,